Well, we're all locked and loaded for the next big adventure. We got Spray Buddy along for cleaning, cute Teddy, lots of provision, bed's looking cute. Of course, all kinds of trinkets to look at for the big drive so you don't get bored. Look at all those jewels, huh? We got the water ready to go. Got the snazzy suitcase, water bottles. Got the kitchen cabinet. We're all set. Let's see where we end up, folks. As usual, we gotta get through big city of LA. This is where all the artichokes are growing. Look at all those chokes. Well, I was coming in hot from Santa Cruz, so I thought, why not try out the new Highway 1. It's been closed for about 3 years or more in Big Sur, so here we are. Now this is just a quick trip through Big Sur, but if you go down the channel, there's one where I cover southern end when the road was closed real well, and then after Yosemite I came and did the whole northern end, so you can check those out, and covered pretty much everything I could. There's the famous Bixby Bridge, which stops and takes pictures of, which we've covered in other videos, of course, so we'll just go over it. Beautiful day. Redwood trees. Well, the sun's getting pretty low. We got the solar shower shoes out, the towel, and it's time to rinse off before it's cold out. Look at that, folks, all showered up and clean. Oh Lord, I look like I'm sunburnt. New pants, new shirt. Sarah, they done closed the tunnel that goes to Julia Pfeiffer's udder. One, if not the only waterfall that hits the ocean from the land in California. Yeah, they got a big metal gate clogging the tunnel to the udder. She's still flowing nice though, look at that. I walked all the way out onto that rock in my younger years. It's a pretty gnarly little ledge you go across right in there. And it looks like they've closed that whole trail too. I don't know, folks. Something fishy. Could have something to do with that debris there on the trail. There's the new road, folks. Look at that. Brand new road. This is what was keeping it closed all that time. pretty good slide. Oh boy. That is a lot of work. So that's the landslide that was holding the road closed for a little over 3 years. Look at that. What a mess, huh? That there point is where I spent a large part of my life. A lot of bus trips. Right by Sand Dollar Beach. Well, we're starting February off with some mighty beautiful weather too. That pyramid going on in the ocean reflection. That's something different. And once again, the snazzy little bridge they built for the landslide to go over. Super beautiful. What a work of art. That's just pure landslide above us. As I say in my southern Big Sur video, this is where I used to park the bus, and due to its 36 feet, it'd hang over. There was no rock, and the cliff went way out here. If I can find a picture of that, I'd be hanging over the ocean for sunset, baby. Well, Yosemite Roy got himself a prime spot. I often look at this zone, and there's usually somebody here off the road under the trees for freeze. Super nice cliffs out there for just strolling along. Stealth camping in the big cities and neighborhoods. That's the front windshield block I build. Keeps out the peekers pretty nice. Baby Jesus protected me along my journeys. Free camping around here goes. It's one of my favorite spots. Though it does say no sleeping in your cars. There you have it, folks. Well, top of the morning to you, folks. We're gonna get cruising today. See what else we can find to show you. It's looking beautiful out. Well, we got the piping hot beverage a brewing. Early morning. Ooh, heaps of steam. Ready to roll. As usual, to keep the YouTube funding coming, I have to give a shout out to my sponsors at Spray Buddy. All your cleaning needs made easy. Look at that. Oh boy. Brush your teeth, wash your face, do other dirty deeds. Spray Buddy. Well, like I mentioned, I've already covered most of Big Sur in the other prior videos, so this is more visuals, less rambling story. Some pretty high seas today. Surprised no one's out surfing. This here is one of the bigger beaches in Big Sur, and maybe not today, but it's known for having a lot of sand. So in the southern Big Sur video, there's lots of ramblings about bringing my giant school bus and camping here all the time, and where I spend all my time on the cliff, biking with the kids, talk about Jade Cove, all kinds of good stuff. So another incredibly beautiful day. Been like beginning of February. Just glorious out. This is a pretty famous surf spot. Usually it's right-handers coming in over there. Nobody out today. Don't know how you would get out there. It's pretty ginormous. That is one rough paddle, boy. I'll tell you what. Some rough seas. The seas were angry, my friend. Oh, there's some good left-handers out there. See why no one's out there. It would be impossible to paddle through all this non-stop, dude. So I've been getting low-grade opal at the Tucson Gem Show for years to add to my petrified wood jewelry. And one day I'm down in my dungeon, or as a basement some people would call it. I opened this old box and there was that piece. Like kind of the real deal. Opals can be like thousands and thousands of dollars. Mine are usually 20 to 30, made out of the potch. So I stuck it on this piece of Big Sur jade-ish type of rock. Cypress trees. Considering the weather and the road being freshly opened, Place is pretty darn empty. Next surf spot. Oh, the opals are shining nice today, folks. Look at that. Well, I won't name this place, so if you know, you know. Just some monster waves out there. Once again, kind of see why no one's out. It is gnarly. Well, good morning to you. I just left an apple core in that zone. You should go find it, have yourself some breakfast. Woohoo! Don't panic, folks, but we might have to do a rescue here with a river walker. Used to climb up to that peak and stick my head over, and that's where I got all my serpentine. The whole thing is green. As I've said before on Yo Roy Does Southern Big Sur. Lining up all the way through. Like to stop here and look at the gas prices. $10, premium only. There's some more awesome landslide zone here. This is definitely a biggie. Look at all that dirt. Last time I was here, there's this truck after truck bringing all these rocks here. Carry like 4 at a time. Thousands of rocks. Beautiful Big Sur coastline, folks. World famous. Must say, with the new road open, it is a Tuesday, but the place is pretty well empty. It's like A little right-hander coming in there. Don't mind rocks. I can see how they had a problem with the cliff eroding the road right to the edge. Well, I can't drive past what used to be the secret waterfall, so here we go. Leaf of 3, leave it be. Big Sur has a lot of poison oak. I think that's it right there. Stay on the trail. So in the southern Big Sur video, I do a lot of rambling about this place and a whole heap of storytelling about my first bike ride through here. So we'll just give you a couple quick visuals. Can't drive past it without stopping. Been stopping by here since the 70s. My favorite places. Pretty good flow for this time of year. I guess it is the middle of winter, February. Makes sense. For years, this is where I take my evening bath. I'm on the road around here. It's nice to get fresh water before bed. This stuff is so polished from people walking on it. Almost looks like jade, but I doubt it. It's the biggest chunk ever. That's the main swimming hole right there. Bit of a scammer to get to it. But it feels nice when it falls at your back. I'm going to take my mandatory dip. Pretty rare you see the rhinoceros swimming because he's usually nude. There's people here, so we're putting on a suit. Fall's got a little sunshine on them now. That was a brutally cold, quick dip. Well, I gave a couple newcomers some prime viewing tips and rambled at them a little bit. One of them from Encinitas. There's the mighty cave. Sweet Mary and Joseph. First graffiti I've ever seen here. Darn. My experience being on the road, about 80% of the people you meet are just so friendly and happy and stoked to be alive. How about driving the 36-foot school bus through all this? That's pretty awesome. Ragged Point. Major little tourist stop here. Got a little restaurant, gift shop, lodge. Beautiful cypress grove. That's a nice one there. Pretty pleasant colored water off here. Lovely spot for a picnic. Whole place alone. Fancy new roadway through this whole zone. Old one used to totally hug the cliff. Lots of little pullouts. There's a nice chunk of the old roadway left over. Seems as if the herd has moved a few miles north of here. There are just hundreds of them. Maybe they got tired of being looked at. Way back in the 80s, there's no parking lot and hardly any people. You go down there and hang out with them. Rather dangerous critters. They'll charge you. Lovely spot to have me a sandwich. Look at all the goodies on that one, huh? Ooh. Cute town of San Simeon. Hi, little fella. What are you doing? Took in a tour somewhere in the 80s. Swimming pools and movie stars. Better leave him alone, little birdie. He'll eat you. What you doing, Ralph? Been spinning the odometer, getting tired. Day 7. I'm getting a little hankered. My lovely motor vehicle, Rita, waiting for me to continue the journey home. Green, green, it's green, they say, on the far side of the hill. Green, green, I'm going to stay. There's the Morro Bay Rock and the famous smokestacks. What the heck? Why not stop by the men's colony? Look at that, folks. Mind your manners. Well, at least they get a good view from this prison. Devil winds are blowing today. I think in my last video I called this the church. Looks more like a schoolhouse, really. And there's the famous Hearst Castle. San Luis Obispo comes with a pretty groovy skate park. Well, I'm sitting here in the park waiting for my son to get back from surfing. I'll take him out to dinner, and then tomorrow I think I'll head on home. Maybe stop at Rincon, see if we can get some more surf film footage. My britches are full. Whew. Whoa, Ralph, I bet your little arms are tired. How far did we go? 1,090. 1,091. My goodness. Look at van life after the road trip. What a mess. Oh boy. It was a fun time though.